The FBI is now leading the investigation into the shooting at Donald Trump's rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. They said the FBI has assumed the role of the lead federal law enforcement agency in the investigation of the incident involving former President Donald Trump that occurred earlier today in Butler, Pennsylvania. Special agents of the FBI Pittsburgh field office responded immediately to include crisis response team members and evidence response technicians. We will continue to support this investigation with the full resources of the FBI alongside our partners at the U.S. Secret Service and state and local law enforcement. Well, the shooter at the Trump rally fired as many as 8 rounds from an AR-15 style rifle while perched on a rooftop adjacent to the venue. The shooter was 200 to 300 yards away at the time of the gunfire. Well, the FBI has identified 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks as the subject involved in the attempted assassination of the former President Donald Trump, the agency said. Crooks appears to be a registered Republican. He was shot dead by police at the scene on Saturday. Trump later posted a statement on Truth Social saying he was hit by a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. This also reports that the former president was hit by shards of glass, possibly from the teleprompter. The Butler County District Attorney confirmed that the suspected shooter and one rally attendee were dead. One person at the rally was in a serious condition. The Secret Service later said that 2 people were critically injured. Well, Donald Trump still plans to attend the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee next week, where he is scheduled to be formally renominated as president, his campaign and the Republican National Committee said. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas said that his department was taking every possible measure to ensure the safety of Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and their campaigns after the shooting at the ex-president's rally. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin released a statement saying the entire Department of Defense condemns this violence, which has absolutely no place in our democracy. This is not the way that we resolve our differences in America, and it must never be. I'm relieved that reports indicate former President Trump is safe, and I'm praying for him and his family and everyone affected by this appalling incident. The Justice Department has issued the following statement from Attorney General Merrick Garland on the shooting. He said, I have been briefed on the shooting at former President Donald Trump's rally and have briefed the President, the FBI, ATF, U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of Pennsylvania, and the Department's National Security Division are currently working with the Secret Service as well as state and local law enforcement partners on the ground in Butler, Pennsylvania. My heart is with the former president, those injured, and the family of the spectator killed in this horrific attack. He went on to say, we will not tolerate violence of any kind, and violence like this is an attack on our democracy. The Justice Department will bring every available resource to bear to this investigation. Elon Musk, the billionaire CEO of Tesla and X, formerly known as Twitter, has publicly endorsed Donald Trump for the first time in the U.S. presidential race, calling the Republican former president tough after the shooting at Trump's Pennsylvania rally. Musk posted on his social media platform a video of Trump with blood on his face and pumping his fists, along with the message, I fully endorse President Trump and hope for his rapid recovery. The Republican Speaker of the House of Representatives and Donald Trump ally Mike Johnson said his chamber will conduct a full investigation of the shooting at the former president's rally. Johnson said they will demand answers from the Director of the Secret Service, along with officials at the FBI and Homeland Security Department. Well, interestingly, a Reuters Ipsos poll found that a majority of Americans were concerned that political violence could occur following the 5th of November presidential rematch between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. 2 out of 3 Americans say they are concerned that political violence could ensue. The survey of 3,934 U.S. adults found widespread worries that the country could see a repeat of the unrest that followed Trump's 2020 election defeat, when the then president's false claim that his loss was the result of fraud prompted thousands of followers to storm the U.S. Capitol. Trump is once again laying the groundwork to contest the results, should he lose to Joe Biden a second time. Well, Democrats have widely condemned the attack. President Joe Biden's re-election campaign paused all outbound communications and worked to pull down his television ads as quickly as possible. Biden himself spoke with former President Trump on Saturday, just hours after the assassination attempt on him at his rally in Pennsylvania. He said, "I've been thoroughly briefed by all the agencies in the federal government as to the situation based on what we know now," Biden told reporters as he left Delaware and headed back to the White House. "There's no place in America for this kind of violence," Biden said. "It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country." I'm Anthony Davis. You can hear me on the 5 Minute News podcast and YouTube channel, on Wednesdays co-hosting Uncovered, and on Sunday on The Weekend Show with Midas Touch.